Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video, you will learn about how to use the software to create a paperless office. Simply put, a paperless office is a work environment in which the use of paper is greatly reduced or entirely eliminated. It's achieved by converting documents and other papers into a digital format. In other words, you're going from an office which stores physical tax returns and other documents in cabinets, folders, and perhaps even boxes, to one where documents are stored electronically instead. So how do you create a paperless office with the 1040 program? First, there is a document management system, the document archive. There is also the 2D barcode scanner and the electronic signature pad. You can use a document archive to quickly file and import documents. You can scan images of relevant papers, and you can import existing electronic files that are already stored on your computer, such as PDF files, Excel spreadsheets, and Word documents. So let's take a look at an example tax return and see where the document archive is found. Open or start an existing tax return. Here on the left, in the Attached Forms pane, you'll find the Document Archive. Using the Scan Document button, you can essentially take a picture of the document or anything else for that matter using the integrated handheld scanner. To scan the document, click on Scan Document. From here, you can identify what exactly you will be scanning. There's a few options available to you. In my case, I'll choose Income Sources. Then you can enter a brief description of the item you'll be scanning. Once the scanner is positioned above the document, click Snap. From here, you can edit the file using the crop and rotate tools located on the top left. Once you're satisfied, click Save to save the image to the document archive. Finally, to return to the document archive, click Close. We now have a copy of the taxpayer's W-2 stored inside the tax return. You can open the document by double-clicking it, or you can highlight and press the Open button to view the document. Now, if you don't have the integrated 2D barcode scanner, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't use Document Archive. Perhaps you already have a printer, scanner, faxer machine in your office. If it can scan to a PDF or another type of electronic file, you can use it to import documents into the Document Archive. To do this, click Import Document to import any type of electronic file already saved on your computer. When you click on Import Document, a window similar to this will appear. From here, you can use the ellipsis button, the button with the 3 dots, to browse to the location where the file is located. After that, you can key a description of the file and then click OK. Now, the document that is stored on your computer has also copied to the Document Archive. Please note that you can import and store any electronic file into the Document Archive up to 1 megabyte in size, which makes it great for Excel spreadsheets, Word documents, and PDFs. Another tool that will close a loop on your paperless process is the electronic signature pad, which is also fully integrated into the program. The signature pads can be used to capture the EROs and the tax preparer signatures when you configure your program. usually before the start of the tax season. Once the signatures are saved, they will automatically appear every time you print a tax return. With a signature pad, you'll never have to sign another tax return again. Of course, you can also use the electronic signature pad to capture the taxpayer's and spouse's signature as well. Since their signature will appear in every single field where they are required, it will help you to further improve the efficiency of your office, all while complying with the government's disclosure requirements. It is important to note that it's possible to configure the program to send the customer's copy of the return to the printer and your copy to the document archive. To do this, access your printer setting by going to the Setup menu on the top left of the program, and then click on Printer Setup. From here, click on the 1040 Return Printing tab. The Preparer column represents your copy of the tax return, and the Client column represents the taxpayer's copy of the tax return. Notice the very bottom rows: Send to Printer and Send to Archive. To capture the ERO and Preparer signature using the signature pad, click on the Database menu on the very top left. Once you click on Database, you'll be using the EF originators to capture the ERO signature and Paid Preparers to capture the tax preparer signature. Once we choose to edit that information, a window similar to this will appear. This is the window for the EF originators. And here we have the window for Paid Preparers. You'll notice at the very bottom of these windows are signature capture areas. To capture signatures, simply click on the button, sign the electronic signature pad, and then click Save to store the signature in the program. When it's time to capture the taxpayer's signature, things work a bit differently. To capture the taxpayer's signature, first verify that the return is clear of errors. After it's clear of errors, print the return as usual by clicking the Print button found on the toolbar. Before clicking Print on this window, however, capture the taxpayer's signature first by clicking the Sign Doc button. After clicking on Sign Doc, capture the taxpayer's signature and the spouse's signature if applicable. Once you click Accept, the taxpayer's signature will be placed everywhere it's required throughout the state and federal tax returns, with the exception of bank documents. Banking regulations require a separate signature to meet regulatory requirements. To print bank documents with a signature pad, click on the Print menu and then Bank Documents. Capture the signature just as before.